Hello everyone, thank you for joining us once again on the channel. We like to say a very big welcome to each and every one of you. Now, if you are joining us for the very first time, please do well to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Now, to all of our existing subscribers, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our posts as they come your way. Thank you and God bless you. Now, on today's report, this one says Naira redesign. The CBN silence keeps banks and business owners in confusion. Now, we know that the Naira redesign policy has been on since October 2022, and we know that it has brought a lot of challenges for Nigeria due to the unavailability of cash in the nation at the moment. Now, we know that the Supreme Court actually gave a ruling quite recently which nullifies the central bank's order. Now, the Supreme Court has said that the old Naira note should still remain as a legal tender alongside the new note until December 31st, 2023. Now, since that ruling by the Supreme Court, we haven't heard anything from the CBN or the presidency. There has not been any statement released as to what is the way forward. Well, now we're going to go into details to see. Now, days after the Supreme Court nullified the Central Bank of Nigeria's Naira redesign policy, the Apex Bank has remained silent. However, checks by Daily Post show that some commercial banks have started paying their customers with the old 500 Naira and 1,000 Naira notes. Now, Daily Post went around major banks in the nation's capital and learned that the Guarantee Trust Bank along Ahmadu Bello Way, Area 11, Area 3 in Garki were paying customers 500 Naira and 1,000 Naira notes. Now, when our correspondent visited the branch, Ms. Chioma Okoro, a customer service officer at the GTB, confirmed this development to Daily Post. Now, Mr. Ibrahim Dauda, a staff, civil servant, and commercial bank customer returning from the bank, said that he was paid 10,000 Naira in the denomination of the old 500 Naira notes. As you can see, I am just stepping out from my bank. They paid me the old 500 Naira notes, 10,000 Naira to be precise. The same thing has been done to other customers. Now, I do not know if traders or business owners will collect the money themselves, but collecting this is better than nothing. The old and the new notes are not available. In fact, for weeks I have been buying Naira at the rate of 20% for each 1,000 Naira. The situation is terrible. The CBN should order all banks to do the same so that the currency would be readily available for Nigerians. We are tired of the mess called the cashless policy, he stated. But other banks said they only collect the old Naira notes from customers who have filled out the CBN's cash swap form. Now, a top-tier commercial bank's regional manager said that the CBN has yet to give a directive on the Supreme Court verdict validating the old Naira notes. He revealed that the Apex Bank would be having a meeting with banks regarding the matter on March 20th, 2023. Our branches are collecting the old notes from customers with the CBN cash swap forms, but we are not paying customers with the old 500 Naira and 1,000 Naira notes to my knowledge. Now, from the information reaching me, The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, plans to meet with us by March 20th, he stated. Meanwhile, there is palpable confusion as traders, business owners, and motorists in the nation's capital have refused to collect the old Naira notes. Now, Mr. Idris Adamu, a business owner at Wuse Market, said that the old 500 Naira and 1000 Naira notes are not accepted. Nobody is accepting the old Naira notes here. I can tell you this authoritatively. Do you expect us to collect it when the banks are not expecting it, he said. Also, a taxi driver, Nasi Mohammed, who plies between Kubwa and the Wuse Market axis, said that the drivers are not accepting the old notes. Amid the confusion, the Central Bank of Nigeria has refused to speak. Text and calls made to the acting director of the Corporate Communication, CBN, Dr. Isa Abdulmumin, were not replied. The Supreme Court had ordered the federal government to allow the old notes to coexist till December 31st. For weeks, Nigerians have been enslaved to the scarcity of the Naira. It has deteriorated to the extent that one has to buy the currency. Nigerians pay as high as 20% to get 1,000 Naira. Commercial banks have become constant refugee camps, crowded with customers needing cash. Now, checks by Daily Post on Monday across major banks in the Federal Capital Territory found a crowd of customers lamenting the non-availability of cash. The situation is the same nationwide, where customers spend the whole day in their banks without getting cash. Also, Nigerians have lamented that the poor performance of alternative banking platforms have made the matter worse. Commercial banks, traders, and the business community await a directive from the central bank and President Muhammadu Buhari on the next line of action on whether to accept the old Naira notes. Now, speaking on the situation, Mr. Patrick Odufemi, a resident of Abuja, said that the Supreme Court verdict had not changed anything. He lamented that both the new and old currencies are not available. He said that the USSD and internet banking are not helping the situation. Several unsuccessful transactions and failed connections has been the order of the day. The deliberate silence of the CBN and the president is causing anxiety amongst the populace because previous instructions by the CBN and the president are the actual instructions being carried out by the banks. Well, that is it on the details of today's report. Until we come your way next time, please do well to stay safe. Bye-bye.